Qozog'istonlik murabbiy Kamshybek Kunkabayev hech qachon Bakhodir Jalolovga qarshi turib bera olmaydi. Oxiri tan olishdi qozog'istonliklar Bakhodir Jalolovni mag'lub eta olmasligini. Assalomu alaykum, Shumbola TV kanalining qaddi baland qadrdon akalarim, sizlar uchun bomba videorolik tayyorladim. Shu kichkina mehnatimizni qadrlagan holda shu videorolikimizga bir dona like bosib qo'ying. Hali hanuz kanalimizga obuna bo'lmagansangiz, paytcha bilan qo'ng'iroq tugmasini bosib qo'ying. Ha, aytgancha akalarim, videorolikka like bosish mutlaqo bepul. Qozog'istonda xizmat ko'rsatgan murabbiy Jumabek Omirzokov hamyurti Kamshybek Kunkabayevning sport formasi hamda Olimpiada o'yinlarida Bakhodir Jalolovga qarshi imkoniyatlari haqida gapirdi. Bir paytlari menga Kamshybekning taktikasi, janglari yoqqan edi, lekin hozir u halokatga uchragan. Kamshybekning Olimpiadadagi imkoniyatlari qanday? U Bakhodir Jalolovga qarshi tura oladimi? Hech qachon uning Osiyo o'yinlaridagi so'nggi janglarini kimdir kuzatgan bo'lsa, o'zi biladi. Ochig'ini aytganda Bakhodir Jalolov hammani kuldirdi. Ringda nima qilgan bo'lsa ham barchasi bir xil harakatlar edi. U raqibini mensimasligini omma oldida ko'rsatmadi, lekin raqibining unga qarshi hech narsasi yo'qligi aniq edi. Hozir ular kuchli do'stona munosabatda, lekin Kamshybek yaxshi biladi, agar u qimirlasa nimadir olishi mumkin, lekin u qimirlamaydi, dedi Jumabek. Qozog'iston terma jamoasi bosh murabbiyi Mirzag'ali Aytjanov Bakhodir Jalolov va Kamshybek Kunkabayevning o'zaro qarama-qarshiligiga munosabat bildirdi. Kamshybek Kunkabayev va Bakhodir Jalolovning ehtimoliy jangiga kelsak, yangi taktika yechimlar izlanyaptimi? Hammasini ringda ko'rsatadi. Kamshybek jang uchun talantga, taktikaga qat'iy amal qilish ustida ishlaydi. Bor gap shu. Ma'lumot o'rnida eslatib o'tish joizki, hamyurtimiz Bakhodir Jalolov Kamshybek Kunkabayev bilan hozirgacha havaskor boksda 10 marotaba to'qnash kelgan. Shulardan 8 tasida Bakhodir Jalolov g'alaba qozongan. 2 tasida esa Kamshybek Kunkabayev g'alabaga erishgan. Hozircha hisob 8-2. Shumbola TV kanalining qaddi baland qadrdon akalari, nima deb o'ylaysizlar? Hamyurtimiz Bakhodir Jalolov yana bir bor Kamshybek Kunkabayev bilan to'qnash kelsa, kimda ustuvorlik ko'proq bo'ladi? O'z fikringizni kommentariyada yozib qoldiring. Sizning fikringiz biz uchun o'ta muhim. Akalarim, qana bo'lsa bo'lsin, shu ukamga bo'lsin deb shu videorolikimizga bitta moshning like bosib qo'ying. Akalarim, qana hamyurtimiz Bakhodir Jalolovni qo'llab-quvvatlab kommentariyada olg'a Bakhodir yoki olg'a O'zbekiston deb yozib qoldiring. Aziz va qadrli obunachilar, nima bo'lganda ham hamyurtimiz Bakhodir Jalolovga omad tilagan holda videorolikimizni yakunlasak, agarda sizga videorolikimiz ma'qul kelgan bo'lsa, Bakhodir Jalolovning zarbasi kabi bitta moshning like bosib qo'ying. Hali hanuz kanalimizga obuna bo'lmagansangiz, paytcha bilan qo'ng'iroq tugmasini bosib qo'ying. Kelgusi videoroliklarda ko'rishguncha salomat bo'ling. Bilamizki, kanalimizda sportga qiziqadigan akalarimiz juda ko'p. Sizlarga ishonchli bo'lgan omad silkasini kommentariyada qoldirdim. Kommentariyadagi silka orqali o'tib bir qancha sport o'yinlaridan mo'maygina pul ishlab oling. Saytga o'tib ro'yxatdan o'ting va sizga va'da qilingan 3 million so'mgacha bonusni qo'lga kiriting.
What the sort of pro experiences has done to either of them. It's pretty even in terms of their record, Andy, between them, although in recent events Jalolov definitely holds the upper hand.
Absolutely. They met in finals twice in this competition, 2017, 2019, the World Championships in 2019 as well, and Jalolov has won all of those. Kunkabayev with a win in WSB, winning the quarterfinals of the Worlds in 2017 and in the Stranger tournament a couple of years before that, so they're very familiar with each other.
And it's the third time in a row on this night, in this event, that Jalolov and Kunkabayev have faced off against each other. Jalolov has beaten Kunkabayev on both occasions. I've actually called 2 out of 3 of Kunkabayev's pro contests so far, and I've been really impressed by the way he's been matched and indeed the way he's fought. So I'm really interested to see how that experience is going to feed into him. You see the size difference immediately. Obviously, Jalolov, the taller southpaw in the red. Maybe that size can work against him with Kunkabayev, who certainly carries a bit of a thwack, sort of both of them. So looking forward to this one.
I saw a huge Uzbek southpaw super heavyweight at the World Youths as well, Jakongir Zokirov. So there must be some kind of formula for growing them back in Uzbekistan, and he looks impressive, just 17 years old. And he's quite simple the way he goes about things, isn't he, Jalolov? He looks for that 1-2 and he lands it with good effect, and so often his opponent, I think, feels that he's too far out to land it, but with that reach and that extension he gets it, he somehow gets there.
Yeah, he's got pretty good feet also for a big man, I think it's fair to say as well. He's just moving round the centre circle, if you like, And he's just looking there. Watch the right hand. He's just kind of waving that distractedly, almost as if he's going to counter with a right hook. And he's playing the difficulties that Kunkabayev faces, trying to get inside and underneath and then explode if he can. He's getting there, not easy. He did there with the left hand, Andy, but he only did it because Jalolov missed initially.
Both of these two with their feet planted fairly wide. You look at Jalolov there and the space between that lead foot, that back foot, trying to snap that jab and send the left hand in after it.
Oh, that's a terrific shot. That was beautiful boxing there from Jalolov, getting on the front foot, trying to not just intimidate, but ask a question of Kunkabayev, get him to lead off himself, and he did that, and then he smacked him with a counter shot, and he did it really eye-catchingly. And has that left eye swelled up immediately. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it might just be, no, it's okay, just a little nick. I thought there was a swelling there, but it was a huge shot landed by Jalolov there, the best of the fight so far.
He's just making Kunkabayev fall short, isn't he, every now and again, and then clipping him with that left hand.
Well, he's got to count to referee. I mean, there was a shot landed there from Jalolov, and then he, almost as Kunkabayev sort of crouched down, whether it was the effect of the shot or what, not quite sure. Maybe the replays will clear that up, but it did look as though then there was a push from Jalolov just to send him over on his way. Either way, Andy, he was just starting to pick him off, and you can see, yeah, that eye is a bit worse than it first looked on inspection. There's a little mark on his chin as well. He's been picked off with a couple of big shots there, Kunkabayev, right towards the end of that round. He making them miss, and then the second making them pay. There's much more concentration on defence, and we saw quite a bit of it. Did you get to see the stumble, the knockdown at the end there? Difficult to see with Jalolov's big frame very much in the way of the camera, but it looked as though there might have been something of a push.
It did look more like a push. It did look more like a push, as we outlined earlier on. The fact that it was called won't necessarily do any damage there to Kunkabayev. That would be extremely bad news in a pro ring, because that would result in a 10-8 round without any question. But that's not the way that the scoring is done in AIBA boxing. It is a better system in my view, in many ways. Just dipping in with that front foot there, Jalolov, that's what he tries to do, doesn't he? He tries to draw something from Kunkabayev, whoever he's fighting, make them fall short, and then punish them. And when you've got that wide stance, when you've got those feet planted wide, your front foot can be right on top of your opponent, but then you can pull the weight all the way onto the back foot, and it provides this illusion that you're within range because of where your front foot is, but in effect you're actually not.
Well, you can see the problems that the size and stature and technique, range, and the footwork significantly of Jalolov, the problems that it presents for any kind of fighter around this weight. And there again, for a big guy, the head movement and the foot movement there to make Kunkabayev miss. And Kunkabayev is now swiping and lunging into attacks, and an element of frustration creeping in, and you can understand why. He's been hurt in the first round, and he's been made to miss in the second.
Being made to miss is, well, it's twofold, isn't it, really? It's slightly demoralising, of course, but also it's physically draining, punching thin air. Any fighter will tell you that missing can really run that battery down.
Still trying though, and there, that that sort of long left hand. He fired from below the waist, up and round. He seemed to travel a long way. He did manage to make it connect, though, Kunkabayev. That's a rare little bit of success. It's great credit to him that he is giving it absolutely everything, and well he should and might. Little bit more success, tiny bit of success, glimmer of hope maybe for Kunkabayev at the end of the round. Into the third and final round of the night, and what's been a terrific night's entertainment in boxing. Hopefully you've enjoyed so far. 3 more minutes to go. Can Kunkabayev unsettle Jalolov? Can he get close to let his hands go? Warning for Jalolov about punching around the back of the head in the clinch. Again there he's making Kunkabayev miss with the left hand. Just constant tilt of the shoulders one way or t'other, just slight movement of the head from Jalolov. All the while the feet are circling too as he lets the left hand go.
Really stepped into that left hand too. Maybe the balance just deserted him a bit, so he followed it onto the shoulder, but it just gives you an idea, because we were kind of side onto that, of just how far out he can be and still look for that left hand.
Tell you what, he walked onto a very short left though from Kunkabayev. Those are the moments. So if he misses, these are the times when he might just be vulnerable. Kunkabayev still trying to find a way. Maybe the pace is dropping. You know, I think it's fair to say the big guys, particularly Jalolov, and maybe just slowing down a little. Another left hand getting in there from Kunkabayev. He's got that punch off slightly better in this final round.
Things have improved for him really since that opening round. That was a bit of a damaging one for him, that first 3 minutes, and I think I said at the end of that round that there were ominous signs, but he's shown his grit since then, and no little skill to lessen that gap between these two.
Yeah, Jalolov's been quieter, hasn't he? In the last sort of 3-4 minutes or so.
Couldn't quite time Kunkabayev that time around. Lead right hand there though from Jalolov, and as you said, the pace has dropped towards the end of the third and final round. Kunkabayev just caught by the left hand again there as he careered forward, somewhat out of control.
Well, Jalolov looked like he might be in total control after the first round. And the gap between them closed literally in every way through the second and the third. Jalolov was a little bit quieter.
He's confident there though, isn't he? I think maybe towards the end of that round he didn't really feel the need to put his foot to the floor, because he felt that he had the fight won. I mean, that's always pretty dangerous, isn't it, if that was the case? But he didn't show that much urgency towards the end of the round there, Jalolov, when he did look like he might have a bit left in the tank.
And only 1 silver medal, otherwise it's been gold tonight for the Uzbek team. Are they going to grab another one, or Kazakhstan going to get on the board?
The winner by unanimous decision in the red corner represents